Welcome back to Dom's Corner, everybody. I'm your host, Dom Martino, and sitting down here with me today is Mr. Ian Schick. Ian, how you doing today?
As always. As always.
Wonderful, wonderful, sir.
How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing okay, man. I mean, yesterday was a big day. We got a lot of news to talk about after that Disney's Investors Day. And, I think that's about all we're going to be able to do today is talk about all that news. There's really no other way around it.
No kidding.
So, yeah, it's going to be a packed show today, and I am excited. I'm pumped. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, thank you for joining, sir. And
of course.
This is going to
Look,
be...
there's one piece of news in this that we are going to cover that's outshone everything else for me. And I hate to say it, but I know what it is, and I'll let you know the moment we get to it.
I have a feeling I know what it is too, but we'll see. Guys, before we get started today, please hit that like button below, subscribe to the channel, leave some feedback in the comment section, and share this with your friends. Much appreciated. But we're going to get into all the details of that Disney's investors meeting yesterday. I was actually able to watch pretty much the whole thing. So it was a really, really interesting investors day, or whatever, their annual investors day. Very interesting. But before we even get into the Disney's Investors Day, let's talk about the news outside of Disney's Investors Day that broke also yesterday. Big stuff. All right, so the first thing is the latest thing that was added to the list. So I am hearing a lot of reports now that they are going to do a Sonic the Hedgehog series for Netflix.
I told you.
I did some snooping, and it turns out that actually might be legit.
I'm actually really excited. I really enjoyed that movie. I think it could have been better, but it was also geared more for children.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I haven't seen the movie yet still. I need to get around to it. I've heard a lot of good things. I'm personally just like, anytime you're going to adapt a video game, I always say do TV, because I think that's the way to go. So if you're going to do a streaming series.
Well, Sonic GX or Sonic XD, whatever they put on like Disney forever ago, that was a fucking hit for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I
think they did a great job with that.
I think it could be a lot of fun, but guys, let us know what you think of the news down in the comment section below. We do need to move through this, really
really
some
fast.
of this stuff needs to be brief, yes.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I understand that.
It's going to be an unusual day of reporting, because there's definitely going to be topics we're going to really want to talk about. So
we got to brush through them.
Oh, yeah. All right, so this one was a lot of fun. I had to throw it in there. I mean, it's just, Tim the Toolman Taylor is going to show up in the Tim Allen's new show, which is not new, he's been on it for a while now, the Last Man Standing show. His character, Mike Baxter, is supposedly going to meet Tim the Toolman Taylor.
I've not seen Last Man Standing. How have you watched it at all?
I have seen the first two seasons. The first season I thought was far superior than the second. They did a lot of casting changes and stuff that I didn't enjoy, and so I wasn't really thrilled with that. However, I do plan to watch this episode for the fact that Tim the Toolman Taylor is showing up. Yeah, how'd you feel about this?
I tried to watch everything I could involved with today's session.
Yeah.
There's actually two things I'm really excited about, but I like the idea, but I haven't seen the show, so I don't really know. Do you know where I could watch this at?
It was on Netflix at one point.
Okay, so probably Hulu.
Yeah, probably Hulu now. Exactly.
Since Hulu's getting everything.
That's how it works. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, wait till we get into that part of it.
I don't think I recognize that part.
They announced a lot of Hulu stuff. I'll get into that here in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yesterday at the investors meeting, but let's see here. The next thing is this Nobody trailer. Have you seen this?
Yes, that is one of the things I am most excited about. It doesn't overshadow the other thing I'm excited about, but I'm actually excited for this because I really enjoy Better Call Saul, and I enjoy the actor. I can't think of his name for the life of me, but I'm actually excited for this.
Bob Odenkirk, bud.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited. Yeah. And John Wick's director. That makes me think.
Well, producer.
The producer.
Yeah. I don't actually forgot who was directing this, and I had it. It's the director of Hardcore Henry. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think I've watched Hardcore.
I have.
No,
not
I have.
either.
I wasn't big on it.
Yeah. Still, this movie looks amazing, and I want to see it. And I want to see Bob Odenkirk take on this type of role. I think that's very appealing.
Watching the trailer, I got a little excited. I mean, it's coming out a day after my birthday.
I don't know how they managed to make Bob Odenkirk the action star look cool, but it looks cool. Like, it looks
Yeah,
awesome.
like as an action star. What?
Yeah, I know, but I want to see this movie and I want to hopefully watch it 100 times. But
I
uh,
probably will,
I think
honestly.
it's the same studio as John Wick, so a lot of people have been speculating maybe there will be a crossover between the two characters at some point. I thought that'd be
That
pretty
would
cool.
be cool. It, the type of work that they both do, it would make sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, there was supposed to be a John Wick comic, wasn't there? I believe there was.
Yeah, I think so at one point.
Maybe the comics, if they actually release them, I've not seen them, but maybe if they release them, it'll touch base on that. And maybe if they release that TV show that they're going to talk about, that they were talking about, maybe it'll touch base on that as well.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I felt like just from watching the trailer, it's like we know what we're getting here, and it looks amazing. It looks
Yeah, I'm
awesome.
about it.
Me too, man. I can't wait for that. Moving on.
No, I was going to say that.
That's how we gotta do it today.
I know, I hate it.
I know, but let's talk about this big one, Evil Dead game trailer, which dropped out of nowhere. I'm betting that's the one that trumps everything for you.
It trumps everything for me, man. I'm most excited about this, and I want to talk about it so bad, but we gotta keep going.
Well, what'd you think of the trailer?
It looks kind of like it looks like it's just like a Fire Force style game, which I mean I'm cool with. At the same time, I want them to expand, but with it being the style of genre it is, they can't really do anything too expansive. Just do some like Left 4 Dead, Fire Force type shit, like
Yeah,
Halo, Fire Squad, Fire Squad.
yeah. The way I looked at it was like it was a really good trailer for what it was. I mean, it looks
Yeah,
cheap. It looks cheap, let's be honest. But not in like a
no, it
bad
definitely
way.
does.
Like it looks like it's cheap, but it could still be fun and it doesn't matter to me. I'm a massive Evil Dead fan. I'm excited about this. I'm going to play
See,
this game.
I feel like the way it's going to play is going to be similar to Left 4 Dead, and I'm fine with it, honestly. I don't really care for Left 4 Dead, but I mean,
I actually didn't
Evil.
mind those games back in the day.
I want to huge on them. That's just me.
Yeah.
And as much as I hate to say it, we have to move on, don't we?
Well, did you want to add one more thing?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Guys, whoever's making this, please, God, don't mess it up. Make it amazing. Make it amazing for what it's going to be. Which I don't have super high hopes for it. I just have a lot of fun hype for it.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah, man, I'm gonna buy it and play it
Most
just
definitely.
being an Evil Dead fan. It makes a lot of sense. So, audience out there, again, let us know what you think of the Evil Dead video game out in the comments below. Are you an Evil Dead fan? Are you gonna play this game? Did it look too cheap, or what? I mean, the Evil Dead movies were cheap, so I think it's fitting. Moving on.
Honestly.
Yeah, moving on though. Let's talk about Disney's Investors Day, which is the big news here. I don't think. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. Just first and foremost, I don't think anybody expected the drop of news that we'd gotten yesterday, just out of this
Hayden
one
Christensen.
Investors Day. Oh my gosh, that's like Hayden Christensen's huge, but it's like the tip of the iceberg.
I mean, really, I mean, all of this news, it's like they literally just dropped everything they possibly could have in one ball just to be like, hey, sorry that 2020 was shitty. Here's to make up for that.
Well, I mean, when you think about it, like, think about Star Wars, for example. Like, they didn't get a Star Wars celebration this year like they typically would to drop news. So it's like they kind of use this as that, or as their, like, convention center to
I think it worked out
drop all the
perfectly.
news. Yeah, I mean, definitely. But just to talk about the event on its own, I thought they did a really good job on it. Like, a lot of the presentations were really good. So it really, like, the big thing it started with was this Hulu presentation they had.
I didn't get to see any of this. So
Yeah,
you'll have to walk me through it.
well, the Hulu thing is really interesting. So what they're gonna do now is they're actually gonna fold ESPN Plus into Hulu. So now, if you have
That's
Hulu,
neat.
you basically have ESPN Plus. So there's gonna be a hub there for that, which I find to be pretty cool.
That is
Um,
neat.
yeah,
I'm not a sports fan, but I mean, either way, that's fucking awesome.
yeah, and I mean they're continuing to expand FX on Hulu now, which is really awesome. I mean, when they were going over FX's numbers and stuff, it's really impressive how much they've grown since they've just streamed exclusively on Hulu.
Yeah, because they weren't ever really too big, were they?
They were, but it was like people didn't really understand because like some of the FX shows would be on Netflix, some of them would be on Hulu, some of them would be on God knows what, you know? And so it was really, they said it was just such confusion to find, you know, like where can I find all my FX shows? Now it's exclusive to Hulu. They said that that's been a lot more successful. And
So
all of their shows, like their original programming shows, have all averaged an 82% on Rotten Tomatoes.
that's amazing.
Yeah, so they have not like there's not a show on that network that's gotten a bad review.
Say that's honestly amazing. I know like one of their biggest hitters was definitely It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, and let's talk about that too because
I've always enjoyed that show, but I've never been like super hardcore into it.
I
Like a lot
love
of
that.
my friends have been.
I love that show. I have not caught up on it though is the problem, but
Now you can.
I'm proud of the show. It is expanding. They ordered 4 more seasons for this. That's a huge season order. That's going to bring this show to its 18th season, which is
You know
massive.
who I'm most proud of is Charlie.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know his actual name. I think it's Charlie. Is it Charlie Day?
Yeah, Charlie
Is that
Day.
his actual
Charlie
name?
Day,
Okay.
right. Mm-hmm.
I am so excited for him, and I'm proud of him as somebody who's just like, let's just start up an improv show where we just bullshit.
Yeah. And yeah, they're killing it, man. 18 seasons. That's like no show dreams of that. I mean they dream of it, but they never get to that. It's insane.
At 9.
Yeah. If that, like sitcoms especially.
I'm surprised that Shameless is getting 11th season, which it's just started, and I need to start watching it.
Yeah, it is getting that 11th season, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the second episode comes out this weekend or third. Second.
To talk about some of the other things that Hulu announced, I mean, they announced that, or FX actually, FX on Hulu, as it's called now, they're going to do they're going to now do and I don't know anything about the property, but a lot of people were excited, a Shogun series. I don't know anything about the property.
Shogun?
Yeah.
Let me look into this while we kind of talk.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about the property. It's got a lot of people excited, so that's interesting. But the one that got me insanely excited is like ever since. Okay, so here's the thing to preface this. Ever since Disney bought Fox, we didn't know what was going to happen with the Alien franchise. What was going to happen with Ridley Scott's Alien franchise? We'd heard that he wasn't going to be able to continue it, that other people were signing on to direct. Well, they announced that not only will Ridley Scott be able to continue his Alien franchise the way he wanted, he's getting his own Alien series. This is huge.
I think that's amazing.
Huge news.
I've never even been huge on Alien, but that's amazing.
Yeah.
Alien's a fantastic horror film.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I like me personally never been big on it, but I mean like right now with all those monoliths popping up, I mean shit, this is big.
And according to what they were saying, this is going back to that original vision of it just being horror, you know what I mean? And
that's amazing.
Yeah, and well, some action in there too, but
so real quick, just to touch up on the Shogun series real fast.
Yeah.
So apparently that's based off a book, and they made it into a movie and then like a short TV series, I guess. I don't know. But so I mean, I guess they're just reduxing it.
All right. Well, that's exciting for the fans of that. That's a big deal. So, so then we had Bob Iger kind of came up on stage and he was talking about back when he was CEO and started Disney Plus, what the vision was, and it was all about quality, not quantity, and how they want to make sure that the shows that they're going to produce are getting the attention that they would give to a movie in the Disney verse. So yeah,
that's awesome.
And I think that's already been pretty much shown with what they've done with Mandalorian alone. So,
yeah, definitely.
So to talk about some of the Disney Plus content that they announced yesterday. So we did get Beauty and the Beast series that's going to be spinning off of the Emma Watson movie. But this is going to actually follow the character of Gaston, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, I mean, whatever. I still need to watch that one.
I wasn't really big on the movie, but I mean, like, I like my villains.
Yeah, a lot of people said that they did. The one who played Gaston did great. Luke Evans, I think.
He really did. He did a great job. There's more news that has to do with a Netflix series that I'll add on later. I'm not sure if it was put on our script, but I do want to.
Okay. When we get to the end of the Investors Day, I'll remind you to shout that out then.
Cool. Yeah. Because I just found out about it.
Okay. I might as well add one more, right? At this point.
Yeah. I mean, we got a lot of news to go through.
But yeah, again, I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen the Emma Watson Beauty and the Beast. It's on Disney Plus now. I'll probably check it out just so I can get into the series. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. Also, they are remaking Turner and Hooch. This was a surprise to me. Not because they're remaking Turner and Hooch. That's kind of one of those movies you're like, well, one day that'll get remade. I
am excited for who they're picking for Turner.
Josh Peck is going to play Turner. I couldn't believe that news. You know what? I'll tell you a little Josh Peck thing here. I was very skeptical about that Red Dawn remake. I'm a fan of the original, so I didn't think that the Red Dawn remake would live up to what the original was, and it didn't. I'll be honest. But Josh Peck in Red Dawn was so good, I thought, that I was surprised that he didn't start getting more roles after that. And so to see him kind of take on this, that sounds like a really, really fun idea. Ian, so you said you were excited to hear about Josh Peck kind of returning to the spotlight.
I've not seen Red Dawn. That's something I need to watch because I've heard fantastic things about it.
It's not terrible. I like it. Even I was scared for that movie, but he actually does a great job in it. He's really good.
I heard it's great because of him. So, I mean, yeah. I'm down. I'm down to watch it.
Well, it's really, I thought the whole ensemble did well, but Josh Peck was a standout, if that makes sense. Like, he was a standout. He did very well.
Was he a side character or the main character?
He's one of, I would say, 2 leads in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And he really stood. I mean, it really is about they made this new one really about the relationship between the 2 brothers in the movie, which Josh Peck and Chris Hemsworth, and you really bought their relationship.
Continuing from something?
No, it's the remake of the original.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So there was okay. I've never seen the original.
Original's the better one, but I still really like this new one, and I thought it was a good update. You know what I mean?
Damn, new one, get shitted on.
No, it was good.
I'm kidding.
I own both on Blu-ray, so yeah, I'm a big fan of this. Josh Peck did great in that, and yeah, my point was I always thought he'd get more roles after that because I was like, wow, he could be like a leading man, and here
honestly,
we are. So.
I think he took a break for that whole social buzz with like Vine and TikTok and
I agree.
So
probably, yeah, that yeah. But at least he's back. I hope he's back. Yeah. I hope this reinvigorates his career because I really like him as an actor. I think he does a good job.
I mean, honestly, if we get a movie with him every other like 3 years, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, that's a good career. That's a
steady.
Steady career.
Especially to it seems like he likes to live his life.
Yeah,
that's one thing. It doesn't seem like he really wants to do a lot of other things other than just live.
I agree. So here was the other. They kind of talked about some other stuff. I'm not going to obviously talk about all the little movies that are coming out in Disney Plus.
Yeah, there's too many.
Yeah. And they kind of just announced them, and a couple of them had trailers. I mean, there was one, I can't remember the name of it. It's John Stamos is coaching a girls' basketball team. That looks like it could be fun. But other than that, like it nothing massive. But here was the last thing that was massive to me is they finally announced that the Mighty Ducks movie, the new one, will be airing on Disney Plus. I personally remember watching these movies as a kid, and yes, Emilio Estevez is back in this movie. And not only did they announce it would be on Disney Plus, but they dropped a trailer.
Yes.
Did you get to see the trailer?
That trailer was cool.
I liked it.
Yes, I did. I don't remember what role did Emilio play.
He was the coach. Remember. He was the coach. He's always been the coach. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's been so long since I watched these movies. See, I remember the Mighty Ducks animated series.
That was awesome too. Yeah.
Yeah, I loved that.
I
would love for them to bring that back. To be honest.
Yeah, I was. I will see how the movie does. Maybe they will.
Maybe.
Yeah.
The animated series stemmed from the movies, didn't it?
The series. Yes.
The animated
series.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Yes. Yeah. But yeah, I liked the trailer. Did you watch it? You said it looked cool and
yeah,
yeah,
it looked interesting. I mean, it's definitely more kid oriented, which is fine by me.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, it looked like a Mighty Ducks movie, right? It looks like
yeah.
I love Emilio Estevez. He's actually one of my favorite '80s actors. So if anytime I can see him back, I'm pretty excited. I'm happy. So
I don't know what else he's been in.
You got to see the movie Stakeout. It's on my what. Check that out.
Okay.
I think you'll have a lot of fun with that. Like a lot of fun with that movie. He's
I'll
so
definitely
good
check it out.
Yeah, and Breakfast Club. You don't like Breakfast Club? He's in that.
I don't think I've ever watched Breakfast Club all the way through.
Really?
I've only seen bits and pieces.
I think you'd love that movie. I recommend it highly.
Probably. I love my 80s movies.
Yeah.
I mean, Weird Science is one of my favorite 80s movies.
Oh, yeah. Then watch Breakfast Club. No doubt. It's incredible.
Just last side note here. What's that one where Robert Downey Jr. is a gigolo, but he's a pizza delivery boy?
Gigolo and pizza delivery boy.
Yeah, that's like his niche. He's like, yeah, I'm a delivery boy, and then he goes and like hooks up with women.
Robert Downey Jr.
That's
not ringing a bell, sir.
Hold on, I gotta look this up.
Maybe if you said the name, I'd know the name, but I don't think it's ringing a bell. That's interesting.
Let me see if I can find it. I know he was also in Weird Science.
Oh yeah, he was in Weird Science. Yeah,
that was like one of his first films.
Yeah, let's see. There was Johnny Be Good, which is
I have not watched that.
Not a great movie, but it's a cult classic, I guess, for 80s fans.
Here's one that I forgot about: The Soloist.
Yes, Soloist I enjoyed.
That was so good.
A lot of people hated that, and I really liked it.
Maybe it's The Pickup Artist, but I don't think it is.
Maybe. It sounds right. The title matches your description, right? Pickup artist. I would think so.
I'm trying not to take too long. It might be The Pickup Artist.
It's got to be. That title just matches everything you described, I feel like.
Kind of, honestly.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That's got to be the movie.
Serial pickup artist and commitment phobe Jack Jericho takes lessons in the art of seduction from aging player Phil Harper, played by Danny Aiello. Jack finds a formidable opponent, Randy Jensen, Molly Ringwald, a fiery tour guide. No, that's not it.
Oh. There was
maybe I'm thinking of
Less
a different
Than
actor.
Zero, where he got hooked on drugs. That's the only other one coming to mind right now. But I can't think of any others.
I have to IMDb it.
All right. Anyway. I have to move on. Sorry.
No. Continue while I look this up.
All right.
I'm still gonna be able to like phase in.
So I kind of changed around the order in the notes because Pixar actually went after Star Wars, but I put it earlier here. So we're gonna talk about the Pixar presentation, which was fine. The biggest news for me, or the most exciting one, was definitely the Lightyear movie with Chris Evans. This is going to dive into Buzz Lightyear, but not the toy, Buzz Lightyear like the band. So they're going to start like a Buzz Lightyear franchise. So I guess it's like we're finally going to see the movie within the movie, or the franchise within the franchise, if that makes sense. Like, that sounds really, really cool. And I thought Chris Evans was a good casting choice to play Buzz Lightyear. Like, there's a certain gravitas you got to have in order to reach the Buzz Lightyear voice, I feel like. And I'm like, Chris Evans, he can actually do that, like, really well. Ian, what'd you think of the Buzz Lightyear movie?
I liked the idea. I didn't really get a chance, get too much into it, but I'd love to see Chris Evans play the part. It would be fitting.
I think he could do it really well also. I mean, I was excited.
Okay, I'm stupid. Loverboy, I think is what it was.
Loverboy, I've heard of the movie. I've never actually seen it.
Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah, that's right. I know the movie. I just never watched it. You know what I mean?
I've only seen like bits of it. Anyway, sorry about that.
You're okay.
I'm stupid.
So before they started, you're fine. Before they started Star Wars, they did the theatrical run, and obviously they went over the ones that we knew were coming. I mean, Cruella was in there. Emma Stone looks great as Cruella DeVille, by the way. I'm excited for that.
Emma Stone just looks great in general.
Yeah, but the other thing, and I did not put this in the notes, goddamn me, but I definitely, we gotta talk about it. Live action Peter Pan movie is going to be coming to theaters. Jude Law is going to play Captain Hook. I find this to be interesting.
Look, all I gotta say is I've seen some of the other Pan movies they've done, and I feel like the one that stuck out to me most was Hook.
Okay.
I think Hook was like
I love Hook.
Best.
I'm one of the few fans of Hook. I love Hook.
My sister loved it. I loved it. I watched that new one. I think it was just called Pan. I wasn't big on that.
No, I wasn't huge on it either. Yeah, Hook was that's classic Spielberg to me. Like, I love Hook. I think that's an amazing movie.
Who was it that played Hook in that?
Dustin Hoffman did a great job.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, Robin Williams always does an amazing job.
The live action one that I think it was, I think Universal did it. That was a really good one too. Not Pan, not that new one, but the one with Jeremy Sumter and oh god, the actor that plays Captain Hook is so good. He's in the Harry Potter movies too. I can't think of his name. Oh gosh, James something.
I haven't seen anything other than Hook and Pan, to be honest.
Oh, you got to watch that Universal one. It's Jeremy Sumter plays Peter Pan, and oh man, please, the actor who plays Hook, you'd love in that because he's in the Harry Potter movies. I can't think of his name.
Why do I feel like it's probably Professor Lupin? Is it Lupin?
It's not Lupin. It's oh gosh, Draco Malfoy's dad.
Oh, I'm not big on him.
He's good. I don't like his. He's great in that movie. I can't think of his name though. James something, I think.
Oh, that was in 2003.
Yeah, okay. That's a fantastic adaptation.
I'm looking up his name right now, and it is Jason Isaacs.
Jason Isaacs. Yes, he is so good in that movie. So good.
That man does not look bad when he doesn't have the blonde hair, but the blonde hair makes him look awful.
Oh, I know. I understand. Yeah, like, and if you just go off of that movie alone, like, it's not that he gets under your skin in the Harry Potter movies, but you know what I mean.
Not really. See, like, his best acting was in the second Harry Potter movie. For the Harry Potter movies, was in the second one, and then the rest of them, it just felt like he was just
That's true, yeah. Like, once he became a little more wimpy, I guess. Yeah, you're right. But
it bled through to Draco.
I tell you, watch this Peter Pan thing. He is a great Captain Hook. Yeah, that was like, I think to me, like, that's the best adaptation of the original story so far. So I'm excited to see them bring it back. And this new one,
I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, it's good.
It's just called Peter Pan.
Yeah, this new one is going to be called Peter Pan and Wendy. So yeah, it just sounds very exciting to me. I've been wanting an update on the Peter Pan. It's one of my favorite animated of the Disney movies. So
I grew up loving it.
Yeah, me too. I have a steelbook of it actually.
Really?
Yeah, I'll have to show that to you. It's a rare one too.
I don't blame you.
Definitely one of my favorites growing up, the animated. So yeah, I'm excited to see an update on that.
So we've touched base on this a little bit too long. As much as I don't want to move on.
No, yeah, you're right. You're right. So the next, I'll start this with the question: did you watch Hamilton when it came out on Disney Plus?
I don't like musicals. I honestly despise musicals. The only musical I've ever been able to watch isn't even really a musical, just because it is, but it isn't. Is like Nightmare Before Christmas.
I don't know. I would give Hamilton a shot. It's a hip hop musical, so it's very different.
That sounds worse to me. Look, I understand people love that, but I mean, like, I've heard some of the Hamilton music, and I don't like it. The guy who replaced Brett, Fye, he played some of the Hamilton music, and I was just like, yikes, this is annoying.
I don't know. I thought it was a masterpiece. I really was so blown away by it, but
I think it's just because I'm just not a fan of musicals in general.
Fair enough. Lin-Manuel Miranda, though, he wrote the music for that and wrote the whole thing, Hamilton. And then did you it's somewhat semi a musical, so I doubt it, but did you see the new Mary Poppins?
No, but I'm actually interested because I actually did enjoy the old Mary Poppins.
Okay, wonderful. So Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote Hamilton, Moana, so he's done two things for Disney right there. Rob Marshall directed the Mary Poppins movie, and Lin-Manuel Miranda plays the Dick Van Dyke character in that. And Lin-Manuel Miranda, I thought, crushed it in that movie. The new Little Mermaid movie, though.
There's a new one?
Yes, the live-action one that they're going to be doing is also directed by Rob Marshall, which excites me. And they said that they're going to be adding new songs to it, which are going to be written by Lin-Manuel Miranda, which that excites the hell out of me. I think that's going to be awesome.
I will give that a chance.
Yeah. Yeah, check out the Mary Poppins one, too. I mean, if you're at least interested.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Kingdom Hearts made me hate Little Mermaid. I loved Little Mermaid as a kid, but yeah. Kingdom Hearts made me absolutely hate Little Mermaid. But I'll give this a shot for sure.
Next thing we got for theatrical releases, we got a confirmation that yes, Barry Jenkins, what a risk, will be directing Lion King the new Lion King movie. Barry Jenkins, for those of you who don't know, did the movie Moonlight, which is a very very adult film. And
I've not watched that.
It's awesome.
And I need to.
It's amazing. Don't get me wrong, but it's very adult, if you know what I mean. And
not Disney friendly.
No, and the second movie he did, both got Oscar buzz big time, but the second one he did was If Beale Street Can Talk. Very, very adult also. Listen, him doing a Lion King movie is interesting to me. I
still need to watch that Lion King movie. Is that on Disney Plus?
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. That was my opinion of the first one. But one of the things I said, and I think if you actually go back to my review, you'll see this on the channel here, guys, is that one of the things I said in that review is I think that if they found a way to continue it, I think that this movie would have made more sense. The first Lion King movie, which surprisingly is directed by one of my favorite filmmakers, Jon Favreau. I just found that movie to be very fine. But anyway.
You know what I went my whole life not knowing until just the other day, like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Elf was directed by Jon Favreau.
Yeah, that's right.
I did not fucking know that.
Yeah.
And then also he voiced the narwhal.
Yeah.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Oh yeah.
That's like my second favorite line of that whole movie.
And he's one of like the doctors. He's the doctor in there, the pediatrician that shows up later on. Yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Is that Jon Favreau?
Uh-huh.
I did not realize Jon Favreau was Happy.
Yes, Happy from the Iron Man movies, yeah. Or the MCU.
I'm so stupid.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I never realized that I'm so stupid.
Well, Jon Favreau directed Iron Man, which started their MCU. So that's
I love Jon Favreau.
Iron Man 2. Yeah, he's amazing. But that Lion King movie was lukewarm.
he needs his own like happy TV series.
Yeah, but one of the things definitely. But one of the things that they said is or I said in that original review, like once again, is if they expand upon that movie, then I think that will make me appreciate the Jon Favreau Lion King more. Well, Barry Jenkins is not only directing a Lion King movie, it will be a prequel to the Jon Favreau movie. I actually thought it was going to be a sequel when that news was being rumored and all that. So
I definitely need to watch this Lion King movie, so don't spoil anything for me.
I won't. Check it out. It's I mean, it's the original animated one, but in live action, essentially.
Nope.
And they took away some of the cooler parts in the animated one for some reason, but okay. I'm not going to get back into that, but yeah, you get my point. But yeah.
I'll see, and then I'll give you my own.
Check it out. Now I think it's warranted that they're going to be doing this, so that's exciting. I mean, I think it'll be cool.
I'm about it.
And the other part of it is, and I'll just to add this one last quick thing, is like when you think about, Lion King 1.5 was a dope animated movie, but
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too. Lion King 2 was not a very good Lion King sequel, with the exception of that song in the beginning that was hot. But the rest of that movie was a very not good Lion King sequel. So I think that them expanding upon the series in live action can actually bring some redemption to what they did initially in the animated world, and trying to expand upon it. But we do have to move on. So let's talk about this the Lucasfilm presentation. So they brought out Kathleen Kennedy. Now this is in a different order than obviously it was done in the presentation, but yeah, the first thing that they did, I'll at least say this, is they showed this really cool kind of recap of everything that's happened in Mandalorian so far. It was a really cool little piece they put together. So I really enjoyed that for the opening of the presentation. But let's talk about what Lucasfilm is going to be doing outside of Star Wars, and then we'll get into the Star Wars stuff she announced.
You know what I just realized?
Yes.
I haven't even watched the newest episode of Mando.
Oh, well, we're not talking about that today anyway.
That's fine, but I just realized I haven't watched it.
It's fine. That's your review. Bill Burr's in it. Go check out the breakdown that Josh and I did this morning, guys, if you want to see it.
I love Bill Burr.
Yeah, he's great. But it's very fine.
Okay.
That's how I felt about it. Well, second time I watched it, I liked it more, the episode.
That's fair.
Ending is very cool, but that's a non-spoiler there. But
yeah, no more.
Yeah, trust me, I'm not gonna say anything. Yeah,
crossed my mind.
There's cool stuff that happens.
You know what's crazy? They did the what was it? The Disney what's it called today?
Investors Day.
Okay, so Disney Investors Day. They recapped everything. So I'm really thinking that you might be right about your theory on who's directing the last one.
Possibly. We'll see. I hope so.
I'm really thinking so.
Be cool. Be cool if Lucas directs it. But
sorry about that.
All right, so
bad interjection.
I know you're good. I just wanted to go into some of the stuff of that Lucasfilm was going to be doing outside of Star Wars. Then we'll get into their Star Wars presentation. So some of the theatrical releases. So they're finally taking on, and I misspelt this in the notes. I apologize, but they're finally taking on their first thing that's not a Star Wars, Indiana Jones, or Willow project, which is going to be, or since Disney's taken over. So this is going to be based on a book called Children of Blood and Bone. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I want to see what they can do about it. Me either. I just want to see what Lucasfilm could do with something that's not Star Wars or Indy or Willow, or you know what I mean. So it'd be interesting.
I don't think I've ever watched Willow. What is Willow?
Willow is a Ron Howard fantasy movie from back in the day. Like, it just, watch it. It fits in so well with everything else Lucasfilm does.
I'm sure they'll do fantastic.
And that was kind of the other thing they touched on yesterday, too, was the Willow series that's going to be coming to Disney+. So that's, you might want to brush up on Willow. Yeah, might want to brush up on Willow before that happens. You can find Willow on Disney+, the original movie, obviously. So,
cool.
Yeah, check it out. It's good. It's a fun little movie. Good Ron Howard flick. And then I also misspelled, this made me laugh in the show notes. I misspelled James Mangold's name and I put James Manhood somehow. That was a complete typo. So sorry about that, James Mangold, but so they did confirm James Mangold will be directing Indiana Jones 5. I am stoked about this. I when Spielberg announced that he wasn't going to be doing it, I was like, but
what has James Mangold done? What has he done?
I will name his best movies off the top of my head, which is
Cop. Just give me 3.
Copland, Logan, Ford v Ferrari.
Okay. Yeah. I still have yet to see Logan. I need to watch it.
Yeah. I mean, if you watch Ford v Ferrari, man, you watch that movie and you go, that guy should be working to Lucasfilm. I mean, or working for Lucasfilm. I mean, the innovation that's in that movie alone is like, holy
so it's
crap.
Just fitting that he's working for Lucasfilm.
It really is. And dude, the way I think tells stories, he's just one of those guys, man. He knows what he's doing. And I think that.
Do you think that why can't I think of his name right now?
Harrison Ford.
I can't. Yeah, Harrison Ford. Thank you. I don't know why I blanked on that so hard. Do you think he's going to be returning? Or
he is. He is confirmed. Okay. Yeah, he's confirmed returning.
Is Shia LaBeouf going to be returning?
Maybe. We'll see. I mean,
I would love that, to be honest.
I know some people are against it. I mean, I say, like, honor what came before, and regardless, and just make it better. If that makes sense.
I think with how crazy Shia LaBeouf's gotten, I feel like, at this point he'll do a fantastic job.
Well, yeah, I think people might be more accepting of him coming back to it now that he's gone out, and he was fine in that movie. It's just people didn't like the character so much, but I think with the James Mangold spin and touch, I think it could work out really well. So yeah, who knows?
Most likely.
Maybe.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, you're fine. So let's move into some of the big stuff here. All right, so the Star Wars presentation that Kathleen Kennedy actually started with, but I I changed the order in the notes for this reason. So big announcements. Holy shit, guys, big announcements. This makes my nerd heart shake. I'm excited. All right, so let's start with this one. Movies. So their theatrical movies, they're sticking with some theatrical plan. They don't think that Disney Plus will be the future of Star Wars, trust me. But the theatrical movies sound amazing. They have gotten Patty Jenkins to direct a Rogue Squadrons movie, and that is going to hit theaters in 2023. That is Star Wars' next film, confirmed. And then after that, Patty Jenkins put out a little teaser for us. She got on there. She said that this movie's going to be dedicated to her father because he fought in the squadron and he lost his life doing that. And ever since that had happened to her at a young age, she'd wanted to make a Squadrons movie that was going to be dedicated to her father. How powerful is this? And then she said that and she was never able to get the right project going, but now not only is she able to make that movie for her father finally, and she is able to make a Star Wars movie. Two things she loves combined. This sounds amazing, Ian. When the music kicks in at the end of this teaser, it just feels like it's going to be Top Gun mixed with Star Wars. What do you think of this, my man?
I've not seen the teaser, but nonetheless, that I think I've just creamed my panties.
Yes. And Patty Jenkins has done. Say what you will about her past movies. I've not
seen any of them.
Wonder Woman was a huge hit.
Oh, okay, I've seen that one.
Yeah, I still think she could do something very solid with this.
I mean, I give Wonder Woman honestly a B-.
Yeah, and the amount of passion that's coming into this, obviously from her, and for good reason, makes me think, yeah, she's not going to screw this up. This is going to.
I don't think she will, especially being behind the reins of like Disney,
yeah,
and Lucas. I mean, like she won't have the kind of subpar animations she had to work with on Warner Brothers.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's going to look top notch, and obviously this is something that's very personal to her that she's put a lot of thought into, and I think that it's definitely just a Squadrons movie she's always dreamed to do, except now she just gets to mix it in the Star Wars universe, and I find that to be incredible, and I can't wait to see this, guys. All right. This is some of the news that I'm not huge on. A lot of people are. So I am excited for the people that are very big on this. But I get it. Listen, so Taika Waititi has been confirmed to do whatever movie's going to come out in 2024. I love Taika Waititi. I think he is one of the best up and coming filmmakers of all time. I think I'm trying to think. Sorry, What We Do in the Shadows was an incredible comedy. Hunt for the Wilder People, incredible comedy. Thor Ragnarok is an incredible comedy, which is what my problem was with it. And then
I still love
it. Yeah, see, like I see it as a comedy, it's great, but as a Marvel movie, I wasn't big on it. As although that ending battle was amazing, I'll give Taika that all day. It was one of the most visually stunning Marvel movies too, so Taika's definitely there.
I actually, real quick, so I just thought about this since we got on the topic of Star Wars. I found something that I've had since 2005. Would you like to see it?
Yes, sir. Oh, cool.
Yes, I found it, and it has all of those like nasty notches from whenever I beat the shit out of other like lightsabers with them.
That's awesome, man. Good, very good.
I love how it's still like that shitty like barely comes out, barely goes in.
I miss those, man. That's awesome though. Good on you.
Sorry, we talked about this and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, no problem. So my fear is this. And Taika Waititi directed the finale for season 1 of The Mandalorian. Did a great job with it. My problem is this. So I think Taika Waititi could direct franchise stuff very well. And I'm speaking from my personal taste for what I think should be in Star Wars. But it is for everybody. I understand. But I'm saying that, like, you know, that scene where the two stormtroopers were having that shooting contest, it was hysterical in the finale last season. Hysterical, but that was definitely
like the best part for me.
That was definitely a Taika Waititi choice. And I just don't want to see 2.5 hours of that. Like we got in Thor Ragnarok, where it was just humor, overwhelmingly. And I really am hoping, I'm scared for this movie. Even though I love Taika Waititi, I just named off
Which movie was this again?
It's Untitled right now. It's coming out in 2024, so this will be the year after Patty Jenkins does her Rogue Squadrons. They don't have a title for it, but he is confirmed to do it. I'm nervous. The other thing that makes me nervous is Kathleen Kennedy saying things that reminds me of when she hired Rian Johnson back in the day, that he's going to be making something fresh, new, unexpected. That's kind of all the things that they said about Rian Johnson.
That makes me nervous.
But listen, that is why you hire a Taika Waititi or a Rian Johnson. That's fine if you want to do that, but I don't know how it's going to play. I don't know. What do you think, Ian?
I liked that last episode. I feel like all in all, Taika Waititi did a great job with the season finale of season 1.
Yeah, hold on. Sorry, if I may interject with one more point I wanted to make about that I never got around to, though. But just before you go on with yours, is I feel like the reason that one worked so well is because he was working in the confines of what Favreau and Filoni wrote for him, rather than doing his own thing. I think that's why it worked more for me. But go ahead.
Probably.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Say that little intro with the gun shooting, perfect, and then I mean the rest of it flowed very well after that. You know, he gave us here's a nice little punch for, you know, some laughs. Now I'm gonna beat the fucking shit out of you.
Yeah, and he does a lot of that in his movies too. I just felt like when he touched Ragnarok, for some reason, it was just until the ending battle, comedic. Which was amazing. That ending battle was amazing. Led Zeppelin music starts playing. That was awesome. But I'm nervous for that style into a full-blown Star Wars movie. I don't know. I'm nervous.
I'll give it a shot.
I love this guy.
I mean, as long as it's like, if they're doing fresh and new, if it's new characters involved,
you're right, and they're not touching the Skywalkers, right?
Yeah. So then at that point, I feel like if he does his own twist and it's comedic, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
As long as it's not like changing how characters are that are already made.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know, like we said, if Rian Johnson did something that wasn't Last Jedi, it probably would have been received a lot better by fans because it's not touching the Skywalkers and all that. But
you can't mess with the Skywalkers and expect fans to be happy, man.
Right. I mean, but the thing is like, I don't know. Like I said, I love this guy. This is no disrespect to Taika Waititi. His original stuff, like that's not a part of a franchise, is astounding and incredible. Like he really he's got a really unique way of making movies. And again, I like the way he did that finale. I just feel like it worked better for me because it was at the confines of what Favreau and Filoni had written out. So yeah, listen, I'll watch it. I'm going to watch it. I'm not saying boycott this. I'm definitely going to watch this. It's a Star Wars movie. I'll see it. I'm interested, curious, but nervous. So hope I love it. All right. So after she had shown that Kathleen Kennedy had shown that reel of what happened on Mandalorian so far, she decided to she kind of went into the stagecraft technology and how they're really expanding this and how it's going to be operational even throughout the pandemic. They're going to be pushing forward, trying to make some of these series. And then she also commended Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni for their wonderful work on The Mandalorian. And then she said, so they have now decided to give them 2 new shows. The first show that she announced they would be doing was a show called Rangers of the New Republic, Rangers of the New Republic, which she did not give us any details on. The second series that she announced was Ahsoka. So let's break these 2 things down. First of all, let's start with the smaller, it might be amazing. It's Favreau and Filoni, but Rangers of the Old Republic. How are you feeling about this?
I'm kind of excited. I don't know really much about them. I really don't know much about the Rangers.
That's do things, man. It sounds like. I mean, we'll see.
It's new.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not adapted from anything. It's a completely new title. It sounds pretty foreign to me too, being a massive Star Wars fan. I Rangers of the New Republic. I mean, I'm wondering who are the Rangers of the New Republic. Is it going to be Boba Fett? You know, who is this? Who are we going to see pop up in this thing? Is kind of where I'm at. But Favreau and Filoni getting something original is awesome. I mean, they did it already very successfully, I believe.
Yes, they have. And I'm so excited to see an Ahsoka series.
Yes, let's dive into that now. Ahsoka. My gosh! To me, this is the news that trumped everything. Still, even though I knew it was coming, like I had heard
this
that
was
it was
third
coming
place.
beforehand.
Oh yeah, this was third place for me. But that's just because like I always expect something good from Star Wars.
Yeah. This Ahsoka series, Favreau and Filoni developing one. I mean, okay, first of all, is anybody surprised that Filoni is going to be a part of developing the Ahsoka series? No,
it's his character.
But what it comes down to is they just planted the seeds so well. They built their foundation in the Mandalorian series, and that is why this news is more exciting. We loved seeing Rosario Dawson's I'll speak for myself, I guess, for now. I mean, we loved Rosario Dawson's rendition of that character. Incredible, man. And now we are getting a series of this.
There's a reason why Filoni picked her.
Yeah.
I don't care if he didn't pick her. He picked her.
I'm going to go ahead and assume that Sabine Wren has to be in the series. What do you think?
If she's not, I'm going to find Filoni and I'm going to smack him and then kiss him and say sorry.
This is also probably, I'm assuming, where we'll see live action Thrawn as well. I mean, I don't know if you felt that way too.
I'm thinking we're going to see Ezra.
Oh, Ezra and Thrawn, maybe. Well, we know she's looking for Thrawn, right, in the Mandalorian series. She did mention she wanted to make sure that she did say that both of these series, Rangers of the New Republic and Ahsoka, will be taking place concurrently with the Mandalorian timeline. So that's pretty cool.
So we're getting a nice little series here.
Yes, and it sounds like both are coming out next year, 2021. So exciting stuff, along with Mandalorian season 3. So big year next year. Now this one, wow, I was surprised to hear this. Lando series is in development.
Yes, I was super excited about this, and I was super surprised. It's funny because I think we talked about how I wanted one too.
Yeah,
it was during the Solo talk.
Well, she didn't say it, but Donald Glover has to be returning, right? As Lando, like who else?
If he doesn't, if he doesn't, that's going to be bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't care.
You have to get him, but I'm assuming he's going to, even though they didn't say it. Yeah, he's got to. I'm excited. I think that if they play this in the Solo sort of timeline, this is where we can see Maul and Kira come back into the mix, and yeah, we could finally follow up on what's going on there. So that's what I would like to see, honestly, and I think that it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm excited about this. Other than that, there was no release date on it yet, but it is in development, and that is pretty exciting. All right, so we finally got a title. We've heard about this Leslie Headland series going on for a long time now. We've finally gotten a title and some details on this. So this series is going to be called The Acolyte. It'll be taking place toward the end of the High Republic, which is the new era that they're working on developing now. So this will be taking place in the High Republic when the Sith have returned, and we are going to actually see a series from the perspective of a Sith. How do you feel about this, Ian?
I am all about it.
Yeah.
I'm all about it.
I don't know much about the creator, Leslie Headland, but I agree. I think that this sounds really super dope. I think it's, I like that we're getting a ton of stuff that's kind of, we're going to take a break from the Force for a little bit, but then we're going to get this Leslie Headland thing that's from the perspective of a Sith, and we haven't seen anything like it before, and it sounds completely new and original, and in an era that we've never explored before. So that's even before Phantom Menace. So I think that this is going to be exciting as hell. Loving it, man.
I'm about it. I'm definitely about it. Honestly.
Yeah. This is a series that I've been clamoring for a while. We knew it was coming, but we just didn't know when or how it was doing. We haven't heard a lot of updates on it, but Cassian Andor series is actually confirmed to be called Andor. Not only that, it is going to come out in 2022, and not only that, we got ourselves a nice little behind-the-scenes sizzle reel of Diego Luna, and I loved it, man. I mean, Diego Luna came out, he was talking about how he was so heartbroken after Rogue One because he felt like he was never going to be able to return to the Cassian Andor character again. But he said then it was like magic happened, and Diego Luna's so likable, by the way. But that's a side note. But he's like it was like magic happened. They're going to do a series now. This is interesting. They are, as much as they're pushing this stagecraft technology, it doesn't look like they're going to be using it on this series. The other thing that makes this series stand out is that they are actually going to be doing 12 episodes for the first season of it. I don't know how many seasons there's going to be, but they're not doing stagecraft technology. They are going to go for a very practical feel for all 12 episodes. It's also going to be ran by Tony Gilroy, who we found out later actually directed Rogue One. Even though Gareth Edwards got the credit, it was really Tony Gilroy who helmed that film. Come to find out later on. But yeah, man, I mean, how do you feel about it? Like a 12 episode Cassian Andor series where we learn a lot more about his background that we didn't get in Rogue One?
I feel like this is either going to be a short series, which is, 12 episodes isn't really short, but or it's going to be like 2 to 3 seasons long. And I feel like I'm definitely about it because I like Cassian. I'd like to see more of this kind of sly asshole come to play.
Yeah. And I think one of the things I was telling Adam is like, how cool would it be? Because when we see Cassian in Rogue One, we're really just introduced to him while he's on the middle of a mission. How cool would it be if the series, everything that happens leads right into the mission. Like the last scene in the series finale is the mission that he starts out in Rogue One.
I like that.
I like that too. I think that'd be very
we'll
cool.
know by the end of season 1.
Yeah, we'll see. I think that'd be awesome. Yeah. Really cool sizzle reel. I'm excited for Diego Luna. I think his accent is very cool. I liked at the end of it when he said, "This is the beginning of a revolution." I thought that was very cool. So that excited me. Very likable dude, that Diego Luna. I'm excited to see him reprise the role.
I can't stop playing with this because I'm thinking about some of the other news that we got.
Yeah.
I mean, you know whose lightsaber this is.
Oh yeah. So finally got some more details on this Obi-Wan series. The series will be called Obi-Wan Kenobi. I like that they're doing away with the Star Wars story like they did Rogue One. You know what I mean? Like they're doing away with that. They're just giving them their own standalone titles. I like this.
I like that too.
Yeah.
So is this going to be a series or is this going to be a movie? Do we know
This
yet?
is a series, Obi-Wan. They didn't say how many episodes. It sounds like it's coming here. Well, it goes into production next spring, so we'll probably get it in.
What do you think?
Also,
what do you think the time frame is going to be, in your own opinion?
Well, they revealed that actually.
Yesterday. Oh, did they?
Yes. So they said 10 years after Revenge of the Sith.
And Anakin's going to be in this.
Anakin's going to be in it. Well, he's going to be in it in probably flashback form. That's the only thing I can admit. But here's the interesting part.
I know I technically have Luke's version of the lightsaber here, but
yeah,
now I'm disappointed.
Well, either way, Aiden Christensen is coming back 10 years after Revenge of the Sith. I'm assuming he'll be back in flashback form. I thought another interesting thing could be like if Darth Vader came into the series and we saw him without the helmet frequently. That would be an interesting way to go. And
kind of like
Hayden
that
Christensen.
Kind of like that cracked mask.
Yeah. I thought that'd be an interesting way to go. But the one thing that I found interesting that Kathleen Kennedy says about this is that Vader will be in the series, and this is going to be a rematch that the fans will never forget.
I wonder if Maul will be shown.
Nope. I think Vader and Obi-Wan again. I think there was a fight we didn't know about. That's what I think's happening.
That'd be cool, but I'd like to see where they lead up to Maul.
I don't think it makes sense if you do that though.
It doesn't, but I want it.
Doesn't make sense because of what happens in Rebels. Really.
I know, but I want to see them rehash it in Rebels because I just want to see live action.
We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. I think it's going to be
is
epic.
Ewan McGregor coming back for that?
He is. It's Ewan McGregor and Aiden Christensen are the only two big casting announcements we've had for it. Also, Deborah Chow will be directing the entirety of the series. She has worked on Mandalorian in season 1. She did episode 3 and episode 7 in the first season. So yeah, very excited to see her return. She was one of my favorites in the directors in the first season. So all right, so next we have they just dropped the trailer for Dave Filoni's Bad Batch animated series. This looks amazing.
I didn't see this.
Yes, this takes place right after Clone Wars ends, so we're going to see Order 66. We're going to really see these clones transition into stormtroopers. That's what it looks like. Palpatine is also going to be in the series.
Do we think this is going to be animated?
It is animated. There is a trailer for this. Yes. So Filoni's next animated series is coming, I think, in January already. So it's upon us. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm excited. Yes.
Wow.
So that'll be dropping on Disney Plus, and the trailer was incredible. This looks like the darkest animated series Dave Filoni's embarked on yet. So I like that we're seeing it from the perspective of the Empire. This is cool. Very cool, and it looks like a natural way to spin off from the Clone Wars. So exciting stuff. All right, this one was a really interesting one to me. A Droid Story animated series has been announced. They didn't really talk about the creators behind this too much or anything, but I mean, they said that 3PO and R2 will be a big part of it. Probably going to be one of the things that's more geared toward children, but could be fun. Could be a lot of fun. We'll see. I mean, they do really good stuff with their animated things. So yeah, I don't know. What do you think of this, A Droid Tale?
I think that's a neat idea. Not super interested, but I think it's a neat idea nonetheless.
Yeah, it could be fun for kids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then to end
I love my droids, but
yeah. Yeah, it could be fun. It's going to be more the one that's geared toward children. But to end out the animated side of the Star Wars, what they announced yesterday, this one was surprising to me. This new series is good that they're going to be doing. No release on it yet, to my knowledge, but it's going to be called Star Wars Visions, and this is going to be an anime Star Wars series. And some of the images they showed looked pretty anime to me. I mean, I was pretty, interesting. And they said that they're going to get some of the best anime filmmakers out there, to direct 10 episodes of the series. So.
Which will not be hard for them.
Yes. No, it won't. They're in cahoots with them already, but.
I'm curious to see who they pick. I'm really curious to see if they pick some of the animators, like the anime animators from like Naruto, JoJo's. I don't think they'd do JoJo, but if they did JoJo, that'd be cool. Yeah. Honestly, seeing the JoJo animation for Star Wars would be sick. If you don't know what I'm talking about, do yourself a favor and look it up. The JoJo animation is it. I mean, like JoJo itself is just a comedy. Like it's a comedy shonen.
Yeah.
But all the characters are just it's phenomenal animation. It'd be cool to see like Studio Ghibli come in and do some shit, which would make sense since Disney had some ties with Studio Ghibli. Granted, they disbanded, but like the people that used to work for Studio Ghibli, I could see them coming around.
Maybe Lucasfilm just absorbed them. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, come work for us.
They most of them went to
you would know more. So
yeah, most of them. No, you're good. Most of them went to the man who made
Your Name.
Names. Yeah, Your Name and Weathering with You.
Yeah, but I wanted to get your opinion. What do you think of anime finally, colliding with Star Wars, or
usually I'm not about it, but with them saying they're going to get the best animators they can get, I'm quite excited.
Yeah.
I mean, even just, like look, I love Dragon Ball Z for nostalgia, but Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super for anything else, it's garbage story. But their animation's fantastic. So even seeing people from Dragon Ball Z coming in and do animation would be amazing. Or My Hero Academia.
Yeah, I mean they teased a little bit of the artwork and it definitely looked beautiful. I can at least say that much. So
I'll have to look it up.
Yeah,
and I might be able to give you an idea who.
I'm not sure if they made it public or not, but yeah, if you could find it, definitely look at it because I want to see your opinion. I thought it looked really gorgeous. So, and it looks like anime. So I mean, hey, and it looks like Star Wars too. So, all right.
I'm looking this up right now while we talk.
All right. So we did, before we got into the finale of the night, what we ended up getting was we got some National Geographic announcements. There was actually a couple little cool ones in here. The ones that stood out to me, I mean, there's going to be like a Will Smith, like one of those travel, like reality travel series, which sounds really cool. I want to see Will Smith travel the world. That sounds interesting. And the other one that actually I think could be a lot of fun is they actually have a Hemsworth Brothers series traveling the world. So
I apologize. I'm looking at this now.
Yeah.
It looks like the artist they picked was either from Dragon Ball's studios or is a fan of Dragon Ball.
So not a fan.
I want to give it a shot.
Okay.
I definitely want to give it a shot because, like I said, the animation from Dragon Ball Super it's been top notch. I'm proud of them for making top notch anime. It's just the story it's just as bad as Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, well, they might have a different storyteller. It just they just want to get some.
I imagine it's going to be a different storyteller.
Yeah, we'll see. This should be interesting.
I'm actually really excited, for this to be the first Americanized anime made by
it's
people
kind of
who
a big
do
deal.
anime.
Yeah, kind of a big
deal.
Yeah,
most of the time they reject anything like this.
Yeah,
I think the only reason they're going to accept this is just because I'm sorry, with this being in the realm that I am most involved with, it's just amazing that they're going to do like they're actually getting animators from Japan that like work on big name anime.
Yeah,
because like Americanized stuff is always rejected. I mean, they finally got some French stuff done, and that's like amazing in itself. Sorry, let us continue.
No, not a problem. Appreciate your insight. So they like I was saying, National Geographic. Those two shows sounded pretty cool. The Will Smith one and the Hemsworth brothers one. Sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, I might check that out just because of the star power in there. I mean, it sounds pretty cool. So for the finale of the night, they brought out Mr. Kevin Feige, president of Marvel Studios, and he talked about quite a few things that they are going to be doing. I was blown away by the amount of trailers that we got out of this. I didn't think that there was going to be this many, but so they talked about the WandaVision series coming out in January, and they also dropped a brand new trailer for this. I love this trailer. I like the last one they put out. I love this one. I think that this is going to be such a good show. I like the freshness that's being added to the MCU. It seems like it's going to be amazing. You haven't seen the trailer yet?
I have not.
Okay. It looks really, really awesome. Yeah, I mean, I'm still pretty excited for this. So, next one they dropped, which I was always excited about this series, was Falcon and Winter Soldier. They dropped a trailer for this as well. I'm so excited for this series also. This will be coming out next year, it sounds like. Yeah, man, I mean, I want to see the Falcon and Winter Soldier's story continue, man. What do you think?
I know a little about it. I know that Falcon is essentially becoming the next Captain America.
Right, which is what was touched on in the trailer. So,
yeah. So I mean, him and as well as Winter Soldier, I'm about it. I mean, I can't think of the actor's name right now who played Winter Soldier. God, I can't think tonight.
Sebastian Stan.
Sebastian Stan. It'd be sick to see Sebastian Stan, get more of a standout position.
Definitely looks like he is.
I feel like he's going to.
Yeah, it definitely looked like he is, and I really dug him in the trailer. Like, I thought he stood out.
My ex is going to be about it. She loved Sebastian Stan.
He's a really good actor, man. I mean, he really is. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Let's see here. Then this, I gotta be honest, it has nothing to do with the character, but just the premise. This was the series that I was always least excited about, but Loki series trailer dropped. Holy shit, this looks amazing. I was like, this is now the one I'm most excited about, and I was least excited about it.
Why wouldn't you be the most excited about it?
I like the Loki character, but like I just thought, like, what can you do with him that we haven't seen already? Oh yeah,
everything.
They can do a whole lot with this character we haven't seen.
They can do everything.
Yeah,
I haven't seen this trailer.
It was just one of those things I had to see it be executed, and yeah, now that I've seen the trailer, holy shit, I am excited about this. Looks like they're going to be taking this down a pretty bizarre but awesome route. Owen Wilson is going to be in the series. He looks awesome in the series. Yeah, man. I mean, this is going to be cool. I mean, he's basically going to start working for the Time Police. It looks like of the MCU, and that's interesting.
That's a new take.
Yeah, it looks bizarre but awesome. Looks like one of the more. It looks like a perfect like sci-fi thriller type thing going on. It looks cool, man. I'm excited. So yeah, that drops next year as well. Then they dropped the What If series trailer, the What If animated series trailer, which is definitely going to be a bunch of what if scenarios for these characters.
I mean,
looks really
I'm
cool.
about that already because the what ifs in the comics were like amazing,
and it looks great. I mean, it looks like they definitely got a lot of the voice actors to come back, or a lot of the actors to come back to voice their characters for this. Looks like a lot of fun. I mean, they got some Samuel L. Jackson going on in there, and yeah, I mean, there was a part, I just caught a glimpse of it where it looked like Doctor Strange was going to be fighting Doctor Strange. It looks awesome. It just looks like it's a lot of fun. I'm into it. The animation style also looks very cool as well. I mean, I'm into it, man.
You know what? Since we're on the topic of Samuel L. Jackson, I would love to see him in an anime because I know that man absolutely loves anime.
Yeah.
And hentai too. He said that to himself.
Mm-hmm. Also, we got Peggy Carter. What's her name? Haley Atwell returning as her, and seeing her with the Captain American shield in that What If trailer was pretty cool. I thought that was. It's like, yeah, they're gonna give her some stuff to do. It looks fun. Yeah, I'm into it. This is the next thing they dropped. They talked about the Miss Marvel series coming to Disney Plus, and they apparently Miss Marvel is a newer character to the comics, which interesting.
Yes. They touched base on her in the new game too.
Okay, great. She's going to be, and she's very young. Looks like.
She's essentially just a rehash of. Sorry, I know this is probably gonna make some fans mad, but she's essentially just a rehash of Mr. Fantastic.
It won't make. Oh, Mr. Fantastic. I'm sorry. I thought you were going somewhere else with that. Gotcha.
No.
But anyway, Miss Marvel, like I said, they casted her for the series. The series, they gave us a nice little behind the scenes sizzle reel. Looks like a lot of fun. I think.
Actually, do you know what One Piece is?
Yeah.
She's essentially a rehash of the main character of One Piece.
Okay.
That'd be the best way to describe her and I think anybody, because we already know how that all is. And anybody watching this, if you've ever seen One Piece, there's you go.
Yeah. Either way, this young lady they cast looks like she's gonna do a really good job. I mean, seems very talented for her age. So, just from what they showed, so I'm looking forward to it. I like new stuff, So
I'm about it.
Yeah. They also talked about Doctor Strange into the Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, looks they said that this is definitely going to tie into Spider-Man 3. Big surprise. Even though they didn't talk much about Spider-Man 3, it's definitely going to have direct ties. They also confirmed that Rachel McAdams will be back in this Doctor Strange movie, so that's exciting because for a while there, it sounded like maybe she wouldn't be. Let's see what we got next. We also got a Moon Knight series confirmed. No casting announcement, but the series is confirmed. That is definitely going to be coming.
That's neat.
A lot of the rumors are that Oscar Isaac will be playing Moon Knight, but that was not confirmed at the event. All right. This one was one of the more wild announcements. Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special announced. It will be directed by James Gunn. They're going to shoot this while they shoot Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Yeah, just a really interesting announcement. Ian, what do you think of a holiday special for Guardians of the Galaxy? I think that's fitting, personally.
It's fitting. I don't know if I want it, but I'm about it. When is this being released? Do we know?
I don't know that yet. But the fact that it's being directed by James Gunn, I mean, is interesting. Yeah. But I think it's going to be 2023 that year. So
okay.
We'll see. Still interesting. All right. Now this was one of the ones that got me excited for the Hawkeye series. Haley Steinfeld has been confirmed to be playing Kate Bishop. That was being thrown around for a while now, and she is confirmed to play Kate Bishop. I think Haley Steinfeld's incredibly talented. I'm excited for that. Vera Farmiga, another one of my favorite actresses, confirmed for the Hawkeye series. Do you have any opinion on either of these?
Nah, not really.
What about a Hawkeye series? Are you excited for that?
It's cool. I mean, I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I like Hawkeye. I just.
Yeah. No, fair enough.
I mean, like when it comes out, I'm definitely gonna watch it, and I think I'll base my opinion off of it then. But most of this that I was most excited about, we kind of just covered. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right, no, fair enough. A couple things I forgot to throw in the notes. Last week we talked about. We've spoken about. We talked about that Freaky movie, and I told you how much I liked Catherine Newton. Catherine Newton is confirmed to be playing Ant-Man's daughter, the older version of her, since the time jump, in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. This sounds really interesting.
Finally,
yes. Sounds really interesting. We have Ant-Man. We have obviously Paul Rudd coming back as Ant-Man. Evangeline Lilly's coming back as the Wasp. Michael Douglas coming back as Hank Pym, and Michelle Pfeiffer coming back as his wife. I can't remember her character's name.
I can't remember either.
Marie Pym, maybe? I don't know. Either way, it sounds like a lot of fun. But the other thing that fans are so excited about for this is that Jonathan Banks has been confirmed to play King the Conqueror in this movie. So a lot of people are so stoked about King the Conqueror coming back. Don't know a lot about this character. Jareth was supposed to be on today to explain all this, to get us excited.
Jareth, you bastard.
And that never happened. So the other thing that Jareth was supposed to be on to explain why we should be excited, well, this is what they spoke about, is Taika Waititi is still going to direct Thor: Love and Thunder. That is going to star, obviously, Chris Hemsworth. Natalie Portman will be reprising her role as Jane. A lot of the rumors are saying that she will be kind of taking on that Thor mantle. Yeah, it sounds interesting. I mean, like I said, I have my opinions on Ragnarok, but one of the things that I think that Taika might be able to do is to expound on that Jane character, Natalie Portman, is playing, because I actually wasn't a big fan of that character. But now, finally, confirmed, Christian Bale will be the villain in the Thor: Love and Thunder movie. He's going to
we already have to be excited about it for that.
Yeah, I mean, and he is going to be that. That is another reason I want to see it, and he is going to be a villain called Gore, which Jareth was also supposed to be here to help explain. Sorry about that. So,
Gareth, you bastard.
Before we get to the final big thing that they were talking about, well, they mentioned that they'll give us more details on Blade once they have them. Due to the pandemic, that's been kind of slowed down. Obviously, Mahershala Ali's still in contracts to play Blade, so it's exciting. I'm excited. But then they spoke about, they talked about Black Panther 2 and how that's going to be handled. So they are going into production on Black Panther 2 next summer with director Ryan Coogler, which was exciting.
I was never big on Black Panther.
It's my favorite of all of them. Yeah.
It's a good movie. I think it touches a little bit too much more into politics than what I can enjoy. But I'm excited to see them honor. Oh, God, what is his name? Why can't I think of names tonight?
Chadwick Boseman.
Thank you. I'm excited to see them honor Chadwick Boseman and complete the continue the series.
Yeah.
And kind of in his name.
Yeah. Yeah, it was sad to see their little tribute they did yesterday, and
I haven't seen it, and I kind of don't want to see that because it'll make me cry.
Well, basically, they've redone the Marvel intro that's going to be in these movies, and it's all going to be Chadwick Boseman. Instead of how they usually show all the heroes, it'll all be T'Challa. So very sad to see, but not recasting the character. So it sounds like this Black Panther. They're just going to pass the mantle on to a different character. That's exciting. I don't know.
From my understanding, they might give it to his sister, which makes sense because I believe that she at one point got the mantle anyway.
Yeah, I think however they do it, it'll be handled well. I really have faith in that. I think that they can't screw this up. I mean, Ryan Coogler is a talented writer and director. I think he did a bang-up job on the first Black Panther movie. So yeah, I mean, I think he'll handle it very well. And obviously he had a very close relationship with Chadwick Boseman, so I don't think he will do this character wrong. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman, though. Finally, the final big announcement that shocked the world. Fantastic Four is going to be made. Now, the exciting part about this is it's going to be directed by our favorite Spider-Man director, John Watts. Thank the Lord. Ian, what did you think of this?
What is this, the 1,000th time they're going to redo it?
Yeah, but they got a good director on this time.
I'm hopeful, but not excited. I'm sorry. I'm not excited about that one.
I think John Watts is going to knock it out of the park. With everything we've seen of his so far, oh my gosh, he's going to kill this movie.
They do a good job. They do a good job.
He'll do a bang-up job. I'm excited. I just think everybody was shocked to hear them announce it, to be honest. And yeah, big deal. Guys, we actually made it through all of the news, but Ian did have one more piece of Netflix news that he wanted to talk
goddamn right I did.
Go ahead.
It's about the Sabrina series. So obviously, I think pretty much everybody knows that it is
Canceled.
making a fourth. Huh?
Canceled. Last I heard.
No. Fourth season announced. Fourth season announced actually 2 weeks ago, I believe.
Yeah, but it's the last one.
Yes. No, it is the last one.
Yeah.
But here's the big news about it for me. The original Hilda and Zelda Spellman from the 90s series are coming back.
Oh, really?
Yes. Cool. I think it's only for one episode, maybe a couple. I don't know yet.
That's cool.
But nonetheless, I'm excited for that. Now, if only they'd make the fucking cat talk. I'm sorry, but that series, I like the series. The new series is decent. But I think one of the biggest problems I have with it is how edgy they made it. They made it super edge. Now it's not as edgy as Riverdale. Same. I believe it's the same director.
Same creator is behind.
Not as edgy as Riverdale, which was a good call on his part. But at the same time, kind of watching that series has made me uncomfortable because it's just a bunch of teenagers that are horny as fuck, and it's just like, chill. Chill. I want to watch this without feeling I'm watching smut. But anyway, the biggest letdown in this series for me. I mean, really though, it's like watching smut.
No, I love that word, but go ahead.
So, the biggest letdown for me was the fact that fucking Salem didn't talk, and he wasn't funny, and I wanted, like, they could have made this show so dark and so everything else, but just give me my cat. Give me my cat that talks.
I
made a
wasn't
meme
expecting a talking cat in this. I mean, I thought it was going to be the more grounded version of it, but
he talked only for like all of maybe a minute.
Trust me, I'm the last person that should be talking about this. I actually don't like the 90s sitcom. I think that the Netflix series is an improvement with that. But even that I could not get into. I like Kiernan Shipka. I think she does a good job playing the character. I think she's a phenomenal and talented actress. I am not a fan of this property. I don't like the Sabrina property. So, sorry.
I have no words because I love. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you, man. I'm going to be down to earth. That 90s sitcom is how I found out I was straight.
Oh, good job. I'm happy for you.
All three of the Spellman girls.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I mean, Melissa Joan Hart is very pretty, and yeah, that's wonderful. But
I'm disappointed in you.
I'm sorry. Either way, listen, man, like I said, I was the last person to be speaking on it, though, because I'm not a fan of the 90s one, and I thought, like, again, I don't hate the new series. I think Kiernan Shipka is incredibly talented playing her. I
don't hate the new series.
I couldn't get into it. I have a hard time with it.
I don't love it. That's fair. Honestly, I'm having a hard time with it. I finished up to season 3, and it was hard getting through the third season. It was hard getting through the first 2, but like that third season was really hard to get through.
Well, good on you.
For me personally.
Good on you. That's an achievement.
Anyway,
listen, guys, we got through all of it. God willing, we did make it. So, thank you for joining, and we did it a lot shorter time than I thought we were going to. And
only an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah. What I want to know from the audience is definitely which thing are you most excited about? I am really curious to hear that. So let us know.
The audience is most excited about Evil Dead.
Well, we'll see. So we are going to wrap this up today. Ian, thank you for joining, and where can the people find you?
You can find me at Jutacular Ian on Instagram and YouTube, and you also can find yourself loving the Evil Dead game more than anything else on this.
All right, and I have been Don Martino, and you could find yourself loving the Ahsoka series more than anything on this list. And if you want to follow me, leave my social. I'll put my social media in the description below. As always, you can follow me there. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave some feedback in the comments section, please, and share this with your friends. This has been another episode of Dom's Corner. And I know, by the way, real quick apology. I know we said we were going to do that Rebels Season 3 review this week. No way around it. We had to do the news. There was way too much of it. And next week we will be doing 3 and 4. So exciting
it was
stuff,
entirely
guys.
Too much.
Yeah, exciting. So Wednesday will be 3, and then Saturday next week will be 4. I hope we don't get a big news drop at some point in there. But yeah. Hey guys, listen, appreciate you joining today. Thank you very much. I have been Don Martino. This has been Ian Schick, and we will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.